Hi, this is Dr. John Scharfenberg, Professor of Nutrition at Loma Linda University. And I want to talk to you a little bit about exercise. Exercise is extremely important. Now, I'm a nutritionist, and I hate to tell you this, but I have to admit it, that exercise, I think, is more important than even diet, even though diet is very important. Now, we know exercise is the best preventive against hypertension there is. We think it's one of the only things we really know that is very useful in reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease also. Diabetics, if they go on the proper diet and exercise, they won't get that diabetes. Or that we can reverse it with a good exercise program if they do have it. Now, I want to show you a little bit about this exercise business. Well, there's one study you really need to know about. They took people who smoked, had high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, but they exercised 30 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week. So they were in the fit category cardiorespiratory-wise. Those people had a lower risk of dying than people who were inactive, who did not smoke, who did not have high blood pressure, or who did not have high cholesterol. They discovered also that if somebody's obese, they have only half the risk of dying if they exercise every day compared to the person who's not obese, who doesn't exercise. Exercise is extremely important. Now, we have a big garden. We moved from the city to the country. We had a big garden. I planted 3,000 strawberry plants one year, and as a result, I got lots of exercise. We heated our house with wood, so I had to chop down the trees and split the wood and all that sort of thing. I got plenty of exercise. I've outlived both of my brothers as a result. Here, I'm 93 years of age. My oldest brother died at 85. The next oldest brother died at 82. But I've outlived them many years. And this exercise is so important. Everybody knows it's important, but the Surgeon General said we should have 30 minutes of exercise every day. He said that about 30 years ago, but we've been talking this language for a long time, and we don't have any more Americans exercising now than we used to have many years ago. So to get people to do it is a whole nother story. Now, I want to show you some interesting things here. They did a study in Hawaii. People who exercised 2 miles a day compared to 1 or less had only half the risk of dying from heart disease, half the risk from dying from anything all combined together. So it cuts your mortality in half just to walk 2 miles a day. It shouldn't take long to do that. You should do that at least in 40 minutes. A third of the coronary events that occur in women are because of inactivity. We now know that exercise can reduce at least 13 different cancers. Women who jog have less breast cancer than those who don't jog. Now, let me show you some slides. How many years of life do you add if you exercise? For every hour you exercise, you add 3 to 4 hours of life expectancy. Now, I have a slide here. Compared to people who are inactive, if they exercise 75 minutes a week, they will live 1.8 years longer. If they exercise 150 minutes a week, that's 30 minutes, 5 days a week, which is what the Surgeon General recommended, they will live 3.4 years longer. If they exercise 5 hours a week, they will live 4.3 years longer. And this study here says persons exercising an hour daily and who maintained a healthy weight live 7.2 years longer. A tremendous study comes from a medical journal in November 2012. And now here's another study of 7,308 men and women. They followed them for 12 years. Persons who walked briskly for 30 to 60 minutes or more every day cut their risk of early death by 52 to 67% versus those who were inactive. This was adjusted for age, body mass index, blood pressure, cholesterol, smoking, alcohol, and diabetes. This comes from the European Journal of Cardiovascular Prevention and Rehabilitation in 2007. Now, if the people didn't exercise at all, and they compared them how many minutes they exercised per day to other groups, they found out those people who exercised 60 minutes a day had almost a 40% reduction in their chance of dying compared to those who didn't exercise at all. And people who exercised 90 minutes a day had even a little bit better, but not a lot of difference. So the big break comes at exercising at 1 hour a day. That's really what should be recommended now. And many people are beginning to say that's what they should do. In Netherlands already, they're recommending an hour a day. Now, if you're overweight, you should exercise an hour to hour and a half every day. So the overweight people need to exercise more than other people. In Russia, they did a very interesting study. They showed that if you use all the muscles, you do better than just some of the muscles. For example, if you're used to aerobic exercise just using your legs, that's good. Your resting heart rate will come down to where it should be, low level. Then if you stop using your legs and you go to rowing a boat and using just the arms, it pretends like you haven't had any exercise at all. Your resting heart rate goes up again until you've done that long enough to bring it down. So an exercise which uses all muscles is more ideal. Now, I had some Chinese Australian friends come to visit me up in the mountains at North Fork, California. I live up there near Yosemite. And I wanted them to show them the area. I wanted them to see the beauties of the area. And it was a little bit up and down, not very much. And I said, now look, are you okay for walking? Take a little exercise here because of up and down business. Oh, yes, yes, the mother said. We have a tennis court in our yard in Australia. We exercise every day. We'd just been on the walk a few minutes when the husband and I were in front of his wife and daughter in the back with my wife. And I heard the daughter say to her mother, Mom, tell him you're poop. This is no tennis court. She was all out of breath and out of wind just with that little bit of exercise, even though she was used to tennis every day. We need good exercise program that's useful, exercise that's not going to damage you like a marathon will. Your muscle enzymes your muscle breaks down, the enzymes go up in your blood, we can tell you have muscle breakdown. That's not good exercise. Maybe a half a marathon might be okay, but useful exercise is really what we want. Good gardening, cutting the wood to give you heat for the house and things like this. But exercise is extremely important. You can tell how long a person is going to live by how much he exercises. That tells how much he's going to live much better than cigarette smoking, blood pressure, or blood cholesterol level. So exercise is extremely level, and we should let everybody know about this and get them motivated to do it. And if they work together in groups, they're more apt to do it than if they try to just do it on their own.
Hi, I'm Marcy Hronis with Balmar Health. To see more videos with Dr. Schaufenberg in it, you guys should subscribe to my YouTube channel. We talk about a ton of fun stuff like healthy vegan recipes, product reviews, health and beauty tips, and so much more, and I want all of you to be a part of it. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything else you guys would like to see. Thank you so much for watching today, and we will see you next time.